Hey guys, alright, I'm back on the Craftsman DYT 4000, one I got a while back, I think in July, with the snowblower attachment, which is over here. I've been doing some work on it. I know the lighting's terrible because my garage door is open. Let's see if I go this way maybe. The paint was all coming off and pretty rusted up through here, and the scraper blade, which is down here, as you can see, was really wore down to the point where it was wearing into the housing, and actually right here, here, and here it was actually folded up. So I had to hammer everything kind of back in place. But you can see there's a lot of metal missing through there. Last weekend I sanded everything down and I put this rust reformer on. I don't know if the rust reformer's gotten old or didn't shake it good enough. I don't know what, but like rust has come back through. So I don't know. And then I was gonna put that Rust-Oleum, brush on paint. Hang on a second, I'll show you. Okay, this stuff here, it's good stuff. And I was going to put that on here and probably weld. I was thinking of something like this piece. Of course, I'd have to cut this angle off of there and then weld it onto there for a scraper blade, or a series of lawnmower blades welded together onto that old blade, scraper. I don't know yet which part I'm going to do. Really don't want to go buy a new one, so the rust came clear up into here, but there's one that's tires and chains I'm going to put on it with good old ice cutters on there. There's some up in the, I'll have to get up in here too, and just little spots like that, no big deal. And then this piece, the spout was missing. It's supposed to have 3 of these and it's only got 1, so I took this piece off another snowblower. I think that'll work out just fine. I just have to drill another hole for it to fit right. So then that should be good. So anyway, if you remember this guy in the first video, it had the somebody rigged this fuel pump on there to because it's got the fuel tank in the back here. It needs a fuel pump, so they rigged this to the oil fill, and which works, but problem is now you're sucking oil into the chamber and all that. So, and this, it's not a Vanguard. I just put this cover on here because the one that was on it was all mangled through here, so I just put this cover on because it's in better shape. But I'm going to hook up external fuel tank deal, and because I also think when you do that fuel pump that way, it causes another problem, which I'll get to in a second. All right, hang on. All right, guys, I just got this deal rigged up. We'll run it this way, and I'll show you. So it's got that great throttle where you got to put it all the way up for choke, and contact. So to run this thing, unless I want to take stock in OPEC, I believe what's wrong with it now is a blown head gasket. One, I tried to do this before. I didn't hook it to the oil fill. I didn't do this on this one, but at different point in time, I tried to do this on a different style engine like this, and kind of blew a lot of oil. But what it also did is it blew the head gasket. So I believe that's what's going on here, and that's why I only have, what was it, I can't even remember, 105 pounds of compression or something, 110, something like that. And it's a 17 horse. I just crossed all that out because, like I said, this isn't the cover. But anyway, so not a big deal. We can put a head gasket in it, but I'm not running this motor in this machine. I want something a little bit better. So what I'm going to do is put this guy in there. Now, it's an 18 horse hose twin, and I've had this engine probably a minimum of 10 years, and it's maybe ran an hour that whole time. It was in a different machine. It's been out of that machine for probably 5 years, and it's been sitting in the corner of my garage on its back that whole time. So I believe this is what we're going to use now. I tried to make a previous video. It was late at night and I was stumbling and bumbling. Anyway, it didn't turn out for a first start, so it's already been ran and for the first time and all that. I need to get my stand so I can start this up for you, because I have to have one hand on the choke lever, otherwise it just stays on choke. So hang on. Okay, so like I said, I got the throttle hooked up, and it's about half-ish throttle right now, but the choke is separate, so I have to put it on by hand, and I can't just turn it off because then there's nothing holding it, so then it just goes back into choke mode if I don't hold it, so I have to keep my finger on that. Okay. One thing I know about this motor is it's, even before I even got it, it was low hours, and then I, like I said, over the course of 10 years barely ran it. So I think this is a good candidate for that machine. So far the fuel pump and everything seems to be working. To get it going, I did have to push through the jet. So I'm probably going to have to take the carb apart anyway. As you can see, when it goes into low idle, it runs good, but there's just a little bop in there, and so I think that will fix that. But and plus I have 4 or 5 other carburetors I could put on here right now actually, and probably be just fine. But I'm going to try and use this one. This is the only one I have though that's, not that it matters, but that's a 3 screw. A lot of them are 4. This is the only one I have like that. And this is a 1993 1993 motor. I didn't hear anything bad in it. Sounds great, sounds strong, and she'll be a good one. So I still have a lot of work ahead of me. I gotta fix up more of the blower and get the engine switched out, all that crap. So I gotta get those wheels on, and then I want to get knobby tires for the front like I have on the Cub Cadet in the wintertime. So I still have to go buy them, so I want to do that. I'll probably want to put some kind of lights on this too. So there's a lot to do yet, but I'll pick away at it here and there. So alright guys, thanks for watching. Like what you see, subscribe, and you know, as usual, leave me a comment. I do love the comments. I love hearing from you guys. Alright, bye.